Mac, tell me what happened last time.
Alright, after recovery from the first mission, uh, our team of Scum heroes was given a new mission assignment. First thing that immediately stood out was the fact the lack of a Myron operative to oversee the operation supplies and logistics. And as even though we further read the mission details, they were pretty sparse. The word it was mostly a description of the world, which was referred to as a death world. It's a fucking a ruined world that has experienced several societal collapses and apocalypses where there is no more legal authority besides some vampiric warlords who still sit in their towers. But they don't do that much. It's the occasional tyranny, and the only thing that was set report to our CO, Jack. Actually, we don't know Jack. He's called Deadeye in the papers. And that was it. Anyway, we were put on the... It was also mentioned that in this world there is in fact no need for infiltration or subtlety. Do what the fuck you want to. And we were beamed off, and we arrived in a village after a bit of a... And the local villagers did not in fact care that we just kind of showed up. They're like, whatever. Got them assholes. The papers did say that they knew to look out for us, so we went in and into the town and looked for a local social area, which in this case was a bar. There we met our CO, Deadeye, who explained to us, yeah, kids, you've been probably... We'll see how long you survive. By the way, your life insurance is fucking gone, so, good luck. And we chatted about, okay, what exactly did you get here to... What have you done to exactly get sent here? Introductions were mixed, as he did register Eve as a corpo cunt. He didn't say those words, but yeah, Captain. He called it Captain Corporate, but I think corpo cunt is a much better name, and maybe internal thoughts perhaps. And Nova was a small babe and child, and when he asked, and after explaining the basics, he was like, "Okay, did you two kill anyone?" And he was like, "All right, Nova, have this gun and shoot these guys." Nova, sadly, it didn't go well. There was a bit of a bar fight. Eve managed to cover Nova. Got herself a bit shot, but after I think Jack took one of them out, and Eve told one of the other guys to shoot his friend. Everybody else kind of just ran off. There was a bit of an incident where Jack had to explain to Eve, once again, customer service and diplomacy. And as they left, he told them what his current plan here is, or his current job here is, which is to, in fact, kill a raider boss. In fact, the boss of these guys we just shot at, who, in fact, will run now back to their crew and tell Bossman, you'll kill these losers, probably. Luckily, this raider boss is a dumbass, so it'll be relatively easy to lure him in. He then inquired a second time about what our capabilities were, and then realized, alright, Nova, you're gonna shapeshift into a random old lady and sneak up on Bossman to backstab him once the fighting starts, while Eve, you provide support for the civilians and make sure as few people as possible die. And as the ambush was set up, we discovered that this Bossman looked a bit different from his radar crowd. In fact, Palantir was not the only organization sending their rejects here. The fight proceeded well. He was able to cover the civilians. Jack was keeping Bossman distracted while sadly, Nova. Unfortunately, it was not her. It was not her day. She did fail to assassinate him, but Eve did manage to activate certain neurons in his brains to do something silly, to just do a bull rush into a wall towards Jack. And after he crashed into like the box, like the wall, basically, Jack was able to do a critical headshot in his back and kill him. Oh, actually, doesn't kill him. He was still alive at the end, but take him out. After that was done, after everybody was to talk to, we helped the survivors. It was a good mood in the town because thank fuck the assholes are dead that kind of were robbing us. And as payment, we got a medical service and free drinks at the bar. There, everybody chatted a bit more. Jack actually revealed his name after Eve asked, and after that, as Nova went to bed, Eve did approach Jack separately to basically ask him like, okay, listen, fuck me, alright, whatever, but keep Nova alive, because she ain't cut out for this. To which Jack simply said, don't you worry, I think she will outlive you. And that's, I believe, where we ended off. As we're praying to move on to the next town.
Yeah. As you both sort of wake up in the morning and head downstairs, and there's a plate of hot food ready for you, courtesy of the owner, as a thank you gesture. While the guy at the bar inform you that Jack is outside tending to your horses.
Nova's gonna look at Eve. You just see horses.
I mean, when we arrived here, we saw carriages of... Listen. Hey, listen, at least you don't have to walk. Yeah. And the fact that he has multiple horses, I mean, I think you should be happy about this.
No, I'm surprised. I mean, I was mentally prepared to walk the whole way. Now it could have turned out way worse. I mean, we got the later hot food and we got horses.
Well, time to learn how to ride a horse, I suppose, huh? Maybe that's just Eve just gulp down on her food,
Finish your breakfast and head outside. Yes, you will see him hand to as you recognize, these are some of the horses the bandits who came into town used. As Jack will at you like, rise and shine.
Good morning. So I see you got a present for us?
I mean, you didn't think we were walking out of here?
Sure.
Don't worry, these things have plenty of fuel, should get us to at least the next town.
Sounds good to me.
Can't give me a detect roll. If I've told you about this or not. Normally horses don't eat fuel, so.
I'll give it a normal reroll. Damn.
Are you kidding me?
That's a good. I am sensing a pattern with this game. But yes, no, both of you do know horses normally, like any living being, don't actually eat fuel. Or at least we don't call food fuel.
She does remember Mecha horse that that fucking Bossman arrived on.
Yeah.
I don't think these are as impressive as Mecha Horse, but I kind of figured that these are probably of similar spirit.
Potentially. May have a... Maybe a thing that all of the horses in town are well, different degrees of mechanized. Not all of them are as obvious, yes. Yeah. Say, well, ever ridden one of these?
Evil Shaker head.
Do I look like I have?
Fair point. Well, first time for everything, so come on. Get your bags and hop on. They're meant to be user-friendly. You know what? Can give me a dexterity roll.
Wonderful.
You can use. I was gonna say you can.
Yes, Grunt?
I was gonna say you can use. No, never mind. Just roll. Too late now.
Ah,
I am sorry.
I listened too basic at least. Let's now take this.
Yeah, listen. You get onto them, and it's they're not user friendly. In fact, it's clearly this thing had these things have been programmed to mimic real horses for some fucking reason.
Alarming reasons.
Yes, which means they have in fact programmed in the defects as well. They will spook easily or be not as responsive as you would want them to be. Boggles the mind why somebody would do this, but alas. Maybe this is the reason why this world is doomed. As Jack will also get on one of them and say, well, you didn't fall off, so that's a good first start. He sort of gestures for you two to follow him out of town as you begin like slowly walking. Even like until you get a bit more adjusted to the holding the reins themselves. Not sure if there's any conversations. You're leaving town.
So where are we headed now?
Next, rust bucket, I suppose. She like pulls out this kind of like crumpled paper and like hands it to you. And as you sort of unfold it a bit, it's like a very basic map. We're at Newsville, right here. No, I didn't come up with the names. Should be 3 days ride northwest. See, like kind of like gestures, points on the map, and it's a very rough looking map. Has a couple of sort of terrain details, but it's like clearly drawn by hand and made to be more orientative rather than accurate. One of the local messengers who's retired gave it to me. I think it's like the best orientation guide we're gonna get for the area.
Sadly, I don't think the satellites are still active on this world.
Oh no, they are. If you look up at night, you'll see them moving across the sky. Unfortunately, you don't get benefits from those. Those are for the vampires only, I believe.
Ah.
Rest of us must make do with, well, whatever we can scrounge.
Not very generous of them.
Well, have you ever met ruling class that's like nice to the people beneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, these ones may just be some of the worst. Pretty sure, like, most of the destruction you see around is their fault. This area used to be fucking green and actually pleasant to live in. People scorched their planet and whatever the fuck else they did.
That's it for the Seneca. Back on my world, rich people used to hide out in luxury bunkers. I suppose that's true here. I did read about the real vampire spires and the vampire spires in the files. I suppose that's where they just hide out.
Yeah, there's a big place around here, referred to as the capital. It's massive fucking city, proper city, where a lot of them live, and some do still have outposts and remote castles.
I didn't exactly read, but how active are they? Do they leave their castles or just stay inside? Not sure about I'm not sure about blood collection. I'm not sure if they do it synthetically or they need to.
No.
Feed them, you know.
Do you like to eat fucking synthetic food, or do you like to enjoy the real shit?
I see what the taxation method is probably here.
Still not. A lot of people who live underneath their protection do pay their blood taxes. This is why the frontier is so fucked. Well, there ain't no real law out here. So everyone has to fend for themselves. Problem is, what the fuck do you do if you're work for one of these big assholes and you get fired for some fucking reason? Well, move out here. Start extorting people. Or, well, the case of the guy we just killed. What happens when you get dumped here? Fucking die.
A word of 1,000 warlords, I see.
Yeah, there's a lot, luckily. Like I said, they usually either bicker with one another or don't really see them out in the frontier too much. It's mostly their fucking underlings that cause trouble.
Right.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh, see?
Go ahead.
No. Okay.
So I guess we need to prepare to face one of those underlings.
Oh, well, hopefully not, but not an impossibility. I wouldn't worry too much. They're not. I mean, they're tough in a fight, but let's just say these guys don't hire for brains, and I feel like people who get hired for their brains usually gonna keep getting employed.
Noted.
Yeah, I do expect weird fucking things. Mutant monsters, cyborgs. God knows what else. Weird fucking aliens. listen, don't worry. You'll get used to it eventually, and who knows? You kill enough people here, you impress for management. They bring you back. Get to go to nicer places.
I guess time will tell.
Yeah, well, are there any conversations you would like to have over the course of a couple of days as you'll travel from one town to the next?
Nova would probably try to see if she can get any backstory related stories from Jack. Maybe some stories about his missions or something. Just trying to peek at it.
Yeah, maybe once you like, kind of like settle in for the night, a bit of make a camp. Kind of like ask about that. He'll say, "Well, kid, I've been on a lot of jobs. Anything strikes your fancy?"
I mean, what was your most dangerous job?
Holy shit, that's true. So, I was a few years back. God, time does fly. I was hunting this like gang of water thieves. Broke into one of the towns, the water refinement, and fucking stole some rather big parts as well as a lot of the clean supply, a lot of the water supply. So I was tracking them down, and well, turns out they were they were part of, like I said, were employed by one of the vampire fucks. Supposed to try and sabotage this town, prevent it from, you know, developing too much and becoming independent. Having it to rely on the vampire lord for repairs and maintenance and any sort of technical expertise. These guys were fucking tough. They weren't your average run-of-the-mill bandits. Fucking could shoot fireballs out their ass and laser beams out their nose. And well, I managed to dispatch a couple of them. Several ran after that. But important part is I recovered the parts. About to haul everything back. And fucking as I'm walking out of their little fucking hideout, fucking middle of the night, the desert was fucking dead silent. And like the only reason I kind of saw him was that kind of like he blotted out the stars behind him. This fucking big tall guy, large cape, big fucking pointy hat, wielded a fucking sword, and like he didn't say much. Just kind of like went at me. I've never fought so hard for my life, I think for an ever. And this guy just fucking like, I couldn't land a hit. I couldn't. Fucking disarmed me immediately. So I sort of tried to back off, put some space, breathe. So I book it. But he doesn't follow. Kind of like lets me go. And, well, funny story is later that day, once I arrived in the village, fucked up and all wounded. Turns out, he was hunting them fucking vampires. He just thought I was one of their underlings. I was actually trying to help out the town as well. Fucking misunderstanding almost cost me my fucking life.
Taking most bounty hunters don't talk to each other, and there's no central bounty hunter agency here.
Listen, no, people who do bounty hunting are of two kinds. There's the oddities, the rare ones, like us, who basically work for nothing and, well, are dirt poor. And there's a second category. People who, well, actually do get properly paid. And those people are usually just as bad as the guys who are fighting. They don't have...
Vigilantes and mercenaries, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put it like that. Problem is, people like us are usually, well, not just less in numbers, but shittier equipment, shorter lifespans as well. You kind of have to be a bit insane to do that sort of thing.
Well, at least now, probably, hopefully, this guy remembers your face.
I'll be honest, I hope I don't have to ever meet him again. One fucking going to fight the actual fucking vampires is crazier than I am. I've gotten close to one of, it wasn't even a castle now, it was fucking, my understanding, it's like a fucking bunker. I'm not sure if the fucker was even home. The automated defenses on that shit, fucking... I watched it gun down 10 men in seconds.
Oh my god.
No. The tech on these fucking vampires is absurdly advanced compared to everything else around here. Every story people tell here about these nobles, it's fucking brutal. Doesn't surprise me people are terrified. Even now, most of them just fucking not even showing up. Thousands of years of subjugation. Just fuck you up on a collective level.
I suppose there's still something to that guy still trying to help people.
Yeah. You know what? That was my take from it as well. Hopefully that fucker didn't die, I guess. There are rumors on the frontier about people like him. Vampire hunters, they call them. If you ever hear about one, stay the fuck out of their way.
Who just nodded that.
Does this mysterious man have a name?
He never gave one, and I never asked.
Okay.
Yeah. I imagine people it's a bit weird. Usually people who do this sort of thing tend to, well, work up a bit of a reputation. The fact that this guy didn't makes me even fucking scared, even more scared of him. Other than my low points in life, any other curiosities about my illustrious past?
I mean, were you always alone? Or did you have a partner?
I've been stuck here for been 20 years or so. No, mostly I work alone. Every now and then they drop people like you, but they usually only make it a few months. Some of them die, some of them get beamed back up.
And you don't get lonely?
I kind of like chuckle. Get used to it after a while.
Now that sounds sad.
Fucking shit. Talk to myself like half the time. And like my hobby is smoking and drinking.
You ever thought about getting a partner?
I was
Doing
thinking about
those
my
jobs with
love
you?
life now, kid.
No, 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 no. I'm not that kind of partner. Just colleague. Let's call it colleague.
Sure, there's a long line of people willing to live their life in poverty and constant danger for no reason. Not that good at making conversation either, so. Maybe it's for the scenery, it's like gestures for the empty desert around you.
I am sure there's someone who would agree with you. I'm sure.
You know, when you find them, you let them know. There's unlimited seats on this bus.
I will keep it in mind.
Finishes the booze. Told me sad. Only known each other for like days. You know, from things I've seen, I think alcoholism is not the worst coping mechanism out there.
It maybe still not healthy.
Well, when you find better coping mechanism, do let me know.
Sure.
Yeah. Any other conversations you'd like to have? Yeah, time will still have to pass. Problem is, nobody wants to roleplay. I can talk to myself. I can add a second NPC. I can schizo improv. I can add the comedic sidekick character now and add like a fucking mechanical parrot saying one-liners.
I mean, Noah would, if Eve does not want to say anything, Noah would ask about the horses.
Kind of like look at them like, yeah, probably noticed, some, well, clearly some advanced tech. You can find fully mechanized ones. Seen plenty of cyborgs as well. I have a slight belief that these vampires truly are stuck in time. So everything they make.
If you're
Go ahead.
I mean, listen, if you're rich and powerful, why not indulge your preferences?
Why would you program the horse to have the horse's fucking defects? Thing spooks if it like sees a shadow jump from somewhere.
Because it's fun, I assume. And challenge. I think if they truly have a problem, they have their own actual competent means to deal with them. Well, I don't think they're that scared of anything. Who will attack a vampire besides a vampire hunter? But apparently those are rare and insane, and usually not that successful, seeing as they're still in charge. And
Yeah,
it's
no.
not like they care about the people using them.
Yeah, pretty prevalent. They don't need food and water, which is good because there's not that much to go around. Not that fuel is much more resourceful. Not sure what century you come from your world, but fuel here is more old-fashioned. They have this fucking weird synthetic shit that they can mass produce. Problem is, as you've guessed, there's only one group of people that can mass produce it. Everyone else has to somehow scrape for it or make their own version of it, which is much poorer in quality and power shit. You can light up a house, but you can't run a fucking machine with it. Well, you probably would have seen. The town we left had a small plantation. Those fucking weird, mossy vegetables seem to fucking grow out of stone. Require little to no maintenance. Harvest those once a year and can produce like probably 100 liters or so. These things, though, whew. Well, we're lucky the guys who probably stole them from who knows what part. don't use them too much. We can use them instead. Because the bad fuel will also degrade certain parts. And unless one of you is a genius mechanic, I can't figure this shit.
I know you've all shake her head. Start doing a bit of basic car maintenance, but engineering unknown scientific gadgets, not my expertise.
Yes, I mean, I can give it a try if we have to, but I cannot promise anything.
So if you look at the horse, I'm not even sure where to open the mechanical parts of what they are.
Me looking at Tamara's sheet. Oh, stop lying. No, you
Yeah, we're 5
absolutely
stars.
can't.
She is insecure about her abilities right now.
Well, kind of like saying, well, you know what? I have some time. Well, you can take a look at it. Engineers are
Yes, you
a
do.
fucking precious commodity around here. You can work, if you can understand this shit, holy fuck.
C4. Next time we'll camp out, we'll look out at these horses, as I see.
Well, you
Why
are,
the fuck even is the opening hatch for the engine?
yeah, he'll get up. He'll go to one of the horses, and he kind of like sort of. It's like a clear sort of pin he pulls that kind of like ejects out of the synthetic skin, that then sort of releases a hatch, and you can see like where the ribs would be, there's just an opening as the hatch sort of lowers down, as you can see like many mechanical parts moving, wires and electrical components sort of all fused together in this weird, bizarre machinery.
I mean, I never thought I'm going to see something like that. Looks interesting.
Points out, see all of this shit? See, like, that it's not that they just they remade the horse. These are the fucking fake ribs, and if you like crack it open, you'll be able to see a fake heart, fake stomach. These are not cables, they're fucking fake blood vessels.
As E4, actually my medical training might be a bit more useful than mechanical. Combination of both, actually.
Glance at it if you want, there's no way you can understand it.
Yeah.
You can give me a heal roll if you want.
Of course, you'll try to see what the fuck this shit works, yeah? That's not give the normal reroll, I believe.
Yeah, so
I'll take the 2 basic.
it's definitely like, yes, like he did point it out, and yeah, you get the feeling that whoever like engineered this, holy shit, they went through painstakingly amounts of effort to recreate like the basic anatomy of a horse, but using weird fucking, well, parts that are clearly synthetic. All a fucking big giant replica. It's definitely like, this isn't efficient. If this is going above and beyond for the LARP.
Yes, that's what others people say. Let's hope the other machines are a bit more utilitarian than this.
Nope. As he like slams the thing up. This shit right here is a good example of the things you'll find out there. When I say castles, that's not a fucking metaphor.
Listen, I figure a noble must need a castle. Listen, if you can still like, I think I still know. I mean, you can have like build up a castle with like some good wiring, like electric, like modern amenities and stuff. And I assume they still have those. It's just
Yeah,
a building that just
but-
looks, I guess, a bit funny.
But do the lights have to
I
look
thought
like
these-
fucking candles?
I see.
I saw a fucking carriage once. Belonged to one of these fucks. It's all fucking opulent and pointless. It's all fucking style over substance.
Are the defenses, are the lasers also shaped in like ballistas and catapults?
Honestly, some of them, yeah. Well, I haven't gotten too fucking close to one of those things, but that little fucking bunker I saw, well, other than its fucking weird mirror-like shielding effect, I don't know how it looked inside. So, like I said, these people, they're not fucking messing around. Stuck in the fucking 19th century and never moving on.
The eternal playground. She just closed the fucking creepy ass horse fucking innards.
Don't worry, their creations, though, are much more modern in nature. I think you'll have a chance to see some of those soon enough.
Runaway medical experiments, some such. Throwaway servants that they really didn't like the shape of.
God knows why they throw them away, but they're usually big, strong, and fucking traumatized. When I say traumatized, I don't mean the nice kind of where they're sad and lonely, but where they're like insane and violent and will kill about just about anything that gets in their way.
Awesome.
When I tell you that this world has been thoroughly and utterly fucked, I wasn't exaggerating.
One of the notes that called it Death World back at headquarters.
Sounds about right. That's why they also don't give a shit about subtlety. Fucking amount of advanced tech some of these people see. That's just like fucking bullshit magic to them at this point anyway.
Okay. As Evil asked, Navarro told me that you were here by choice, not by
And,
stand home people. But
well, maybe I was a bit poetic about that. By choice, because I'm not gonna fucking apologize.
I see.
Me and said you worked with Simon, right?
I shall not. Haven't
well-
changed too many words.
Me and him, well, our arguments go back to since first I enrolled. And, well, they only gotten worse over time and punched him in the face once and off to HR I go. Told me to make a public apology. I told them to fuck off and they put me here and told me when I changed my mind to let them know and, well,
As there. How long you've been here?
20 years, give or take. Dropped here my early 20s. When I'm gonna turn 43.
So at least the people here appreciate you, and for people like us who get dropped here to have someone to speak to. And if you mentioned you wanted to, I can change plans here or something.
I think that's really possible.
Giving up hope and reform.
Kind of. Not when assholes like him are in charge and good people who just fucking can't grow a bit quiet. Then say fucking stand to the side and do nothing.
Yeah, that is. That's how to beat the nepotism bonus, and
Fortunately, like I said, Palantir used to be more, well, stand up for something at some point, but lost that shit along the way. Now they're fucking terrified, dealing with multiversal threats. Their whole thick about LARPing as the good guys seems to have faded completely.
here's this chuckle. Didn't you mention they released that as a PMC?
They did.
Most PMCs, at least from my world, are not exactly icons of good Samaritans and nobility.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Palantir gave themselves fancy fucking names after like heroes from a children's book or some shit.
I mean, it doesn't personally mean much. I know it does the folk musicals of Guardian Angels, or some variation of Protectors. I think that's not. I personally don't know many people who name their companies after children's books. I'll give you that, but
Well, supposedly the founder was a weird fucking guy.
some eccentric billionaires are plenty, I assume. Most companies I know at least rarely have any ideologies or principles. Just for the profit margin.
Yeah.
I mean, there have to be some that do it for generosity, right?
Yeah, it's probably a couple of good people spread about, but God. Bored though. Guys at the top approving budgets, deciding where to go, where not to go. Fortunately, those people resemble Simon more than people who do generosity. They'll come in, they'll save a place, and then they'll make sure they get their money's worth 10 times over. They don't save places because places need saving. They save them because they're profitable. Not profitable? Yeah, well, it's like, again, gestures for the wasteland around you. Can get fucked. Know how easy it would be to fucking deploy one Dunedain squad on each fucking vampire's little fucking hidey hole. Fucking wipe them off. Could probably clean out this world in like a decade. Then just fuck off, let people rebuild properly. See them doing that? You don't see them doing it. You think a decade would fucking put a dent in their... It barely impact them.
I guess it's not worth it then, in their eyes.
Like I said, unless they can see a way of making 10 times the profit on their initial investment, they don't even fucking bother. They're all about growing the company, not anything else.
I mean,
Here's
I'm sure those
Go ahead.
I'm sure those vampire fucks have something they could use to make money off. I mean, what if we can convince them to send people here to get rid of them?
Well, you know what? You should keep that spirit. I get the feeling soon we'll have a chance to meet with one of the board members, and you know what? You can I'll let you be disappointed on your own.
I should say, even just kind of blink. A board member here?
She visits me on my birthdays. And
Your birthday?
holidays. Yeah, it's technically tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Kind of weird. Not the calendar.
Friend, family, or is there any reason why a board member would come here personally?
Let's just say we get along.
Let's see if we'll just not. I hope she doesn't expect anyone to sing happy birthday.
I mean, we will sing happy birthday. Won't we?
Jack kind of looks at you. It sounds like it's gonna be 2 against 1, Dipper.
She'll sigh. But after this, she will mention. You know, I mean, I give you that probably a lot of shit to reform the company, but if maybe thought of. Listen, I know you're not the same of mind as me, but my approach to dealing with shit CEOs is sometimes just suck up to them and just get your own little fiefdom and simply do good there. Work your way up the chains till you can get autonomous enough to just do your own thing.
Yeah, no. Probably could work. There's people who've done that in the past. Listen, give it a few months. They might see you fucking doming fucking bandits here in the Badlands and might beam you up. Might offer you a better position and you'll be back within the hierarchy soon enough. Me though, I'm never gonna suck up to these people. Go fuck themselves.
It's a hard thing to swallow your pride, especially. Well, at least I'm sure the people here will appreciate that.
Compromises are not worth it.
Although compromise can save lives, more lives than staying true to your principles. I don't think God will care for. I don't think there's a God that will care for staying true to your principles at final judgment.
You think you'll save more lives when you're higher up the command chain?
But I do think that there probably is like a sweet spot somewhere. It's called middle management. Autonomous enough where you can actually do things on your own and but away from office politics at there.
Shit. Delusional. The higher up you go, the more strings get fucking lashed onto you and the less you're allowed to go wherever the fuck you want. Tell me, did you pick your first assignment?
Nope.
Think you're ever gonna pick your fucking assignment?
Nope.
Where the fuck do these, well, hopes and dreams come from?
Just considering how big the organization is, they can't really keep an eye on as long as requirements are met. They can't directly oversee every single action.
Well, maybe if you can have one of those multiversal teleporters up your ass and maintain it and run it yourself, maybe. At that point, what the fuck do you need the company? Start your own business. Good luck trying to shake hands with the devil. Find yourself wasting time and losing yourself along the way.
So I guess we have to see in the future then. And as long as it can save, as long as it can help more people, I don't mind shaking the devil, hands with the devil.
You're an idiot.
And do you have any better idea what to do besides? I mean, I respect the vigilante spirit of just trying to help people for free, but the town we saved, for example, another ban will probably come back around.
Yeah. How is yours better? It's up to the people in charge. Never even get sent to that town in the first place. Don't even fucking know it exists.
Fair point, but I don't know if I'm, for example, in just imagine being in something like Simon's positions, being able to
Being able to do what?
sure, I don't know, just back on music. I'm sure being able to twist around some orders, have some more sway and.
By the point you're in Simon's position, they've probably committed so many fucking atrocities that, well, not sure how long you probably can live to make it up to them. Problem is, question isn't how you get into Simon's position. Question is how you do you think you stay in Simon's position? Think you can balance helping people with cutthroat politics the moment your operations start not paying dividends as your competition? You think the people on the board will look at it? Think you'll stay there for too long? No. It's a problem when you shake hands with the devil. By the time you realize you're already fucking doing his work for him, it's too fucking late. Only a good way is to fucking break off, burn the entire thing down. just not engage with the scheme in the first place. Bottom tier agents always have the most amount of freedom. Bottom tier agents don't have fucking earnings reports and investment schemes and shit like that. They also don't get to decide which planet do you go next, which group of people do you help out next. See, no way to fucking keep your hands clean.
I guess you all agree with that. I don't think there's a... I'm not sure about where you come from, but... Actually, it actually seems the more I learn about the multiverse, the more it seems as the... how depressing it gets.
I don't know where the fuck you come from, but where I was all the same shit. Civilization didn't fucking bring... Well, I mean, it brought good things, but brought a lot of new bad stuff.
People actually chuckle. Sounding like a Luddite.
This time, self-aware Luddite.
I don't know where I come from. It's just things were slowly getting better. We were able to recover from our fuck-ups.
Considering your understanding of Palantir, I don't even believe that much.
We're in the cusp of space exploration. Once you have access to the minerals of infinite minerals of other worlds in space.
Yeah, I'm sure human fucking greed disappears.
Didn't say that, but the world sure didn't look like this as she looks around.
Yeah. Question is, has your world not gone through any fucking shit depressing thing? Do you think your world was lacking in resources? That's why it needed to go to fucking space. Was it just a bunch of fucking greedy assholes wanting even more than they already had?
I think it was probably the latter.
That's my point.
But even so, there's still people in them. And as much Palantir may be a greedy organization, if, for example, did save a lot of people on my world at least.
If I save someone so they can fucking work for me forever, am I saving them or am I doing myself a fucking favor?
Of course, naturally, doing it out of for your own sake. But I doubt the many civilians who are not get conscripted in my world complain about that.
Sure. Till your world is fucking desiccated and dried out of its resources, and then whoops, guys, we have to pull out. It's just unfeasible to maintain our ties with your group any longer. See you later. On to the next fucking suckers.
Listen, I never said the Palantir would stay secret forever, but at least they have the potential to do their own thing and survive rather than being killed by a giant alien.
The alien's fucking honest about its intentions. People usually can understand when someone's pointing a gun at their face. Oh shit, I need to stop this person. If instead your killer starts befriending you, there's sweet things and acts like they're only here in your best interest. They care about you so much while they fucking poison you. Yeah, it takes you 5 years to die instead of a second. You gonna tell me that those 5 years are preferable? A bullet to the fucking skull?
I like to view it as more in those 5 years you have a chance to actually do something rather than actual death.
I guess, see, this is where your optimism is, well, will eventually die out. Or maybe
Perhaps
you'll
we'll-
keep your head stuck in the sand and have it forever.
Listen, perhaps it will. Perhaps I'll become like you. Perhaps we'll see what the future. That's the first effort. I think my first immediate primary concern is not to die on this world. Love the dreams of philosophy.
The only way to get rid of the person who's poisoning you, kick them out of your house. Are you gonna do that, my friend, when they own the fucking house?
I mean, revolutions are possible in history.
Sure, many people will decide to leave the house and just... Once your world is dependent on their miracle cures and advanced tech they have patents on, that they control, and every part of your society is influenced, somehow dependent on them. Yeah, kick them out and then society will collapse anyway, and oof, aren't we back at step one? Just, it's a lot longer to get here, plus extra suffering in the meantime. Wonderful, isn't it? Civilization. Wait. If this is your wonderful, hopeful future, I'd rather be a cynic Luddite.
It's not. I mean, the only thing. Well, maybe I'm not as. For now, I'll stick to my hope at least.
Hey,
Listen,
everyone
you
has to have their coping mechanisms.
I see people actually just chuckle. It's not like I always believed in eventually humanity will figure shit out. I personally always hated nihilism.
If I was nihilistic, I wouldn't be doing any of this.
True, fair enough, I suppose.
Don't lie to myself that somehow by fucking eating shit, I'm gonna do greater things in the future. Ass kissing will get you nowhere. And if it can get you places, trust me, those aren't places you want to be at. You will just eating shit.
Well, maybe one day I will, but maybe you're right. Maybe I will build my own multi-dimensional teleporter.
Look at that. That's a more straightforward and admirable goal than fucking climbing the ranks of this shit organization.
So now I want to climb to the top personally.
Staying at the bottom, in my opinion, is a fucking badge of honor.
Listen, I'll give you that. Yeah, Steve's now at this point it's a bit more quiet.
If there's anything Nova wants to talk about or add to this conversation.
She mostly blanked out during that conversation they just had. But once it goes quiet, she would just say, "So about that one lady, so she's just a friend?"
Gonna again ask me about my fucking love life?
I mean, maybe.
Listen, we just go back to when I first enrolled, gotten along, and well, visited me a couple of times a year. Insists I should just apologize and go back. I tell her no, so just hang out a bit and then she leaves.
That's new and so far off. Actually getting along with an executive? Aren't these like all like devils and incubi and succubi?
I mean, I'm agreeing to anything or shaking hands. How the fuck
But
do you
it
think I have
seems
so much insight on this fucking company?
Nice.
Yeah. But it seems like she cares for you.
I think she does, but well, she is unfortunately part of that the silent bystanders.
I'm excited to meet her.
I'm like look kind of like chuckle, but like suppose you two will probably get along.
She's just gonna smile.
Take a bit more similar mindset to me.
Well, she's definitely more on the joyful side. I'm the doom and gloom one. Yeah. Listen, you'll meet her, like I said, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. I wanna color your judgment too much before you do that.
I mean, I still need to find you a present, I guess. Not really. It's kind of difficult in that desert, huh?
So it's the thought that counts.
No. I am sure I can find something. I hope.
Oh. Yes. Knock yourself out.
I will try. I mean, it's not a lot we can do around here, so I guess I have a mission now.
Chuckle a bit and nod. Yeah, there's nothing else then. Probably head to sleep. The next day is upon you, and I'm gonna take a 5-minute break to go make myself a cup of coffee, and I'll be back. Is everyone here?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, as the morning will come and we'll go around, what do you want to get this fan as a gift?
Can she find anything going around you, like a plant or a flower?
There
I'm
are.
not sure.
You can give me a detect roll. There are like small like desert weeds and like shrubbery every now and then, like spots where there's a bit of shade. Yeah, listen. You can find like as you look around for a bit, you will find underneath like a bunch of rocks. There's like this space that seems to have trapped moisture. As yeah, there's like a small natural habitat for some these like weird moss-looking plants that grow on the underside of the stones. One of them, weirdly enough, has a flower. It has this sort of like white color to it. It's very small and very soft to the touch.
She's gonna pick it up carefully. And hide it behind her back. And I'm trying to approach Jack.
Yeah, as you're sitting up for the next camp. As you slowly approach him from behind.
So, you want us to sing now or later?
Oh god. Kinda like looks at the sky. Could be nighttime soon, should arrive here at any moment. As
So I guess I better be quick.
kinda
And
like,
she's gonna pull out the flower. Happy birthday.
takes it and kinda like chuckles a bit. No, they actually use this for like some so it's well, they call it a like a tea remedy. Supposedly it tastes like shit, but makes headaches go away.
That's great.
Yeah, they use it as a hangover cure.
You know, it fits.
He's gonna laugh a bit at that. Gives you a bit of a hug. As
I mean,
what?
I would have gotten you something else, but best I could find.
I'm surprised you found this one. This is not the most livable area. Most of this
I've seen that.
yeah, most of this land kind of went through a lot of shit, so even after a few millennia, it's still fucking recovering. Radiation and fucking ecological disasters. Like looks at the flower. Definitely keep this for the morning. As you will see, you'll both see like this beam coming from high up. Split second lights up the area before like it grows dark again, and you see a young woman sort of standing with like bags in her hands, smiling as like notices you too. It's like, well, happy birthday. I'll just roll his eyes. She's gonna go and she actually just kind of goes and gives him like a kiss, and then like, well, I've got your favorite drinks, some food, and we can relax. She like hands him the bags. Be a dear and like set everything up. Turns to you first, Nova, as you're the closest, says, "You must be his like new colleagues, I hear, right?"
Yeah, yes, new colleague, yes.
You could call me Bethany. She like shakes
Nice
your
to meet-
hand enthusiastically.
Oh, nice to meet you. She's gonna shake her head. Not gonna let go. Hey, I've heard a lot of you. Nice to meet you.
Did he actually talk about me? That's surprising. He's usually embarrassed with me.
No. He's not embarrassed. Right, Jack?
Like flips you off. Just like fucking unpacking the bags. Like chuckles a bit, says, don't tease him. He's a bit embarrassed every time we celebrate his birthday.
I think
And-
birthdays are great.
I think so too. Looks towards you, Eve. Shake your hand enthusiastically as well.
Ifalo. Nice meeting you, Bethany.
You know, I was so happy when I heard well, probably I shouldn't say this because usually people they send here is as a punishment. I'm sorry about that, but I am very happy for him. Only like every year or so he gets new colleagues. So, what brought you here? I know nothing about you, which means you're probably new.
Fucked up mission. That's what poor performance.
Wait, only like how many times though?
On the first mission.
Which kind of Franzbet says sent here because you failed your first mission.
Yep.
Sounds rather harsh. Who did your review? Who was your CO?
Simon Life.
Oh. Yeah, he can be like that.
Mr. Hill was the actual exec that gave us the news.
Well, Mr. Hill's doormat, doesn't matter. Benji will fucking do backflips if Simon tells him. I'm sorry. Usually people who get placed with Simon on their first mission, that's what I would call a bad draw.
Should we just kind of like, look, not the first time this happens?
Honestly, first mission? First mission? That seems still kind of harsh even for him. He usually like sends people like in shittier places or like demotes them after usually like 3 failures first time.
It was not my best performance.
The past doesn't matter. The dick anyway.
So what do you do?
Well, nothing too fun. I do the boring stuff. Manage egos and keep people's dick measuring contests in check.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh yes, it never stops. Which is why when I get a bit of time off, I do like to, well, spend it away from the company. One good thing about this world is Antir has 0 surveillance. I do what I want without anyone fucking checking up on me.
That sounds great. So, I heard you're visiting Jack here a couple times.
Yeah, holidays and birthdays and all that. Anniversary too, but
Wait. Anniversaries?
Jack fucking like looks like he wants to burrow himself in the fucking ground.
Yeah.
She says, haven't told them?
Oh my god, Jack!
I told you not to ask questions and you didn't.
I mean, when I ask about your love, I'm. Why not?
Like I said, he's kind of embarrassed with me. Oh, how long have you been here with him?
2 days. Actually, a few weeks. I think. Actually, how long was the job? I think a few
No,
weeks, right?
it's actually been like 3 days.
Oh, 3 days actually. Yeah, yeah. 3 days.
He give you the whole Palantir is evil speech.
Evil nod.
Ah, well, kind of shows a bit of hypocrisy, you know, when you're like banging one of the top execs. It's like language, Beth. Like, oh, you can swear and I can't.
As actually, well, look. Wait, you are looking at her for language?
Point is, it's personal shit, Beth. You learn to keep that shit private. She says it's not the 19. Actually, give me a second before I butcher more historical timelines, like the fucking phones thing.
It's an alternate universe. It doesn't matter.
Nah, it does to be Mac.
The Virgin.
Okay, it is the. Yeah, it's actually the turning of the century, but yes, it's 20th technically. Not in the 20th century anymore, Jack. You have to get over your more fucking God, such a fucking baby about this.
She's gonna lean into Bethany. So, for how long you've been together?
Boy, been dating since he joined, and I mean we kind of went on a couple of missions. Have to keep it hidden. Like, give or take. It's been 20 years, Jack. He's like 19 if counting.
Oh my god.
Smile. She looks quite young for a 40-year-old.
Listen, fucking health benefits out from the executive. Listen.
Listen,
God. Obviously, she has fucking roided the fuck up.
Not everyone is Mr. Jack here who refuses the fucking serum. But yes, we've been dating quite a while. Just I think that's one of the benefits of him being placed here. It doesn't. HR violations don't mean jack and shit around here. Pun intended as she looks at him. Then listen, if it's been 3 days, I will have to say, I do apologize. He can sometimes be very, very Debbie Downer. His cynicism over the years has taken root, and I think he thinks it makes him look cool and mysterious. He'll kind of just roll his eyes. Probably still out of that. He's the softy at heart, so don't worry. It's just like a tree. It's the bark. It's a bit scroungy.
Now listen, it's fine. Listen, clearly still helping people, so it's got Golden Arden there.
Been here 3 days. How do you enjoy? They call this place again the Black Death or some shit.
I think it was called the Death World, just in the notes. Or just a Death World.
So, how was well, other than the interminable desert and insane heat?
I mean, it could be better, it could be worse. I mean, I guess I almost died, but I lived, so it's great. It's great.
Oh god, did they cut the health insurance as well for you?
Evil Nod.
Holy shit.
Actually got some medical debt, in fact.
No, I mean about the chips.
Yeah, she'll nod, yeah, she'll...
Holy fuck. She genuinely looks confused at all of it.
Yeah, Evil also nod. She also got it. Yeah, I thought they explained that people like us are kind of a bit of a waste. I mean, I understand medical debt, but...
In well, normally they just tend to pile up the debt if it's too big. Insurance should cover a lot of your injuries. What world did you say you were sent to? Remember the code name?
It was the code name I don't remember. But it was a Nexus world with a potential Time Lord. Well, actually not potential. It was an actual Time Lord. He was there.
Fuck.
Listen, the thing is, the fuck up was not related to Time Lord. Well, it was because he could kill us. But as Mr. Owl explained, that was actually independent of the Nexus world properties and the Time Lord.
No. You're the people in the Blackwall that send a couple of emails.
Yes, we also met him.
A couple of photos. Is that why you familiar? Yeah, I'm yeah, this is not normal behavior. I thought they just kind of assigned you to like a fucking lower risk world. What the
I also blinked when we were assigned, apparently, from what I read. They're usually a bit more dangerous, and especially...
like putting fucking rookies on a Nexus world with a fucking Time Lord? Holy shit.
Well, unconfirmed at that point. They didn't know, but...
Oh, fuck off. Just because... You know how many things Blackwall claims he's done or some fucking shit? Or... Like, listen. There's people bragging out there that they fucking... God. Killing a Time Lord? Not even the worst brag I've heard. I know somebody a few years ago bragged they could like just kind of create them artificially. Like more wild claims out there. You don't just believe everything you hear once. Right. I'll look into this. It seems very weird. Not that I don't think you'll be having fun here with Jack. At the very least, they should enable your life insurance. Holy shit.
I mean, I wouldn't say no, but you don't have to get into trouble because of us.
Luckily for me, I am a bit above the board. You can frown at me. You can talk shit behind my back, but not really too much to me. Thanks to certain company policies.
As I actually look back towards Jack, I mean, you didn't sound surprised when we first came here that they turned off the chips.
Kind of like Bramas a bit. That's because unlike Beth over there, I know what the fucking gig was. She kind of like puts her arms on her shoulders a bit, annoyed and saying, "They wanted to fucking get you killed. I don't know what kind of shit you saw on the fucking Nexus world, but he looks at her fucking when he says that Simon has done this shit in the past." Gotten fucking members killed on accidents, fucking demotions, some fucking other weird ass fucking bullshit thing he pulls. Listen. My brother may be a bit kooky, a bit like obsessive, but he doesn't fucking break regulations. No, I didn't say he breaks them. I just said he fucking bends them to his fucking whims.
Wait, what? Did you just say brother?
Kind of like, what says, yeah.
You know, that explains the white hair. Is that like a family thing?
Yeah, it started out as a genetic trait our mom, dad wanted, and well, it's been like that. I think our grandpa was into this shit. I don't know. He had a lot of weird fixations. Actually,
As,
no, give me a second. I gotta do another small tidbit of calculation.
You can simply not, Grunt.
Nah, I must. Oh god, let's see. Uh, what should I must know? What exactly? How long has this organization part of, so I can reference the ancestor? Okay. See, Mac, this is it's irrelevant for you, but it is very important for me. I am doing this purely out of my selfish desire, and I know it.
Like a true dictator, Grunt. Wasting time on silly projects.
Yes, it's been for 100 years. Let's say approximately 12 generations. Shall say, yeah, I think started, God, probably, with our great grandpa, something like that. A while ago, they thought certain features make us more beautiful. As now, see, she will sort of pull the hair from the ears. You see, they are pointed.
Can you explain, like, pointed what?
She has pointed ears, like an elf.
Oh my fucking...
You see, Mac. Truly, they are in fact the most
I
dedicated.
hate them. I hate these people. God. I hope the AIs wouldn't kill Palantir. And I don't want to wear... Actually, oh God. Anyway. I see why now Jack knows so much, right?
Yes. Well, I'll let you in the joke tomorrow. Palantir was founded by a very, very big Lord of the Rings LARPer. So everything in the naming Palantir, it's like the Palantir itself is referencing those like giant fucking stones that were glowing in the movies that you saw. Istari are the names for the wizards when they got sent into Middle Earth. Dunedain are like the rangers, like Aragorn was. All of this is like a big fucking Lord of the Rings LARP. But the problem is, the book was written like 2.5 centuries ago, like more than that, so nobody knows. They've removed it, and everyone's like, "Well, I guess this is just how we are," and nobody knows the
Code
origin.
words. These are just military code words.
Yeah, they all just think this is...
These are just code words. Alpha Tango Bravo, the fucking NATO alphabet anyway, but you evil continue. That's I see one of the old veterans, but Mac, the topic that you mentioned, Jack, I don't see why Simon would randomly decide to kill us. We didn't saw anything. We were just assigned to the mission.
I'll kind of like nod and say, "Well, you didn't see anything, or rather, you think you saw anything. That means answer me this, Beth. Did they send any replacements?" She kind of shrugs. "Oh, I didn't check that. It's not my wasn't one of my projects." He'll nod. He'll say, looks back at you. Well, maybe it's not about what you saw. It's about maybe what you weren't meant to see in the future. I'll be honest, Steve. They don't send some fucking newbies on a fucking Nexus world with a Time Lord on top to boot, and you expect them to just be on their own fine? Holy shit. They fail, and when they fail, you're surprised and you act all fucking high and mighty and you kick them off here to die?
As evil just like just seems even if we listen, even if we assume malice, even so, like, it's still a bit over the top. Like, even if you just randomly kill agent, it's still like
Wouldn't be the first time, as she says. Well, that's like not confirmed. Allegedly. There she goes with the corporate jargon again.
Still look at Jack and does nod. I see. Maybe this guy's just an asshole, I suppose.
Yeah, you get in his way and he's gonna fucking cut you down like you're nothing. Inconvenience him, annoy him.
It seems inefficient.
But why even send us there in the first place?
You have to always send for Starry. Company regulations.
But should we get replaced, or is he just on his own now because lack manpower?
Starry can only be replaced once all of them have failed. Company regulations.
I see.
Unless an Starry demands, requests Dunedain support, which has to be approved, or they request any other form of assistance. No, you won't get replaced.
I still don't get the killing part, though. I don't know why he does that other than just pure malice. Just seems to.
You'll sort of
Unless we did see something.
drunk. Well, that part I don't get, but tell you one thing. Let's as he looks at Bethany and says, everything I'm about to say is very allegedly, so run a test, let's run a little experiment. Let's say you want to, well, ensure that you're the only guy on the fucking job. Bring a bunch of newbies. Well, you expect them to fail. For them to be sent back. You complain about poor performance. You get an excuse to fucking sack them so they don't get redeployed back to your place. How do you think those newbies are gonna... You think they're gonna appreciate being fucking set up?
Evil shaker head.
Well, I'm not sure about you, but if I was a ruthless asshole, I would make sure that they can't cause problems for me in the future.
But Eve actually, oh, sorry, continue. Unless you want to continue, Eve will actually raise her hand. But are you the only agent of Palantir on this ward that people get assigned to, or is this just bad luck? Because I follow the logic there actually. Doesn't he know that you're kind of against him and that you are smart enough to recognize the gig?
Bill is gonna chuckle a bit as well. Fortunately, see, that's the funny part. Can't control where you get reassigned. All of this was a bit of a stroke of good luck for you, I suppose.
I see. Okay, okay, that would explain it. That was the only gap in the plan, and now it's explained, I guess. Yes, I realized. Holy fuck, she got lucky. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Just imagine if we were sending the word without you. Holy shit, we've been fucking dead probably in the first few days.
Not to mention, sometimes she again looks at Bethany, allegedly. People who are willing to, for a meager fee, balance out the scales. Multiversal assassins do exist. If not, you can always just pay one of the fucking locals to do the job for you. But I said, you're all, well, I suppose we are all cogs in their little machine. It's just that I'm a very shitty cog that tends to kind of ruin their little schemes. Yes, and you fight against the system, and you, God, are gonna like go about your whole justice vendetta, Fair Knight. Fine. feel like they deserve to know. Just like, okay. And my brother may be a bit of an asshole, but they never managed to have any successful investigations against him. Internal affairs never turned up on him.
How old in Flint was your family? He mentioned I know he's one of the founders, and Jack even mentioned some of the old history.
Well, everyone retires after they technically retire after from active duty after 50. But I mean, you know, because of the mithril serum, technically one can live for centuries. So the company's founder is still alive back on our Earth. A lot of our family runs things from there, or well, it's a big family. I'll be honest, it's very big.
I think
Not everyone is equally involved in the company. They have other things as well, but most of them are. They either take positions as advisors or take over certain sectors from administrative duties. They just stop getting involved with field agents and field work. But internal affairs is like a separate division, so technically,
as Evil Chuckle, I'm not sure about your internal affairs, but back in my world, most law enforcement agencies, they varied in their competency, but not unbribable.
I'm gonna go a bit silent at that, as Jack so just kind of silently nods.
So who wants drinks?
I do. Actually, like,
Yes. As I was saying, sorry for getting involved in this, in ruining your anniversary with Jack.
fine. As
Oh.
yeah, she's brought like several drinks and some food, and this will turn this into a nice little picnic. As she is very talkative, she'll chat a bit about how they first got along and some of their missions that they went together before him getting sent here, and just gonna like talk about her life a bit. She is very open about things, and definitely you both get the sensation that she is very naive when it comes to her own family, and like that clearly is a big blind spot for her. Like to her, it's impossible that Simon would have like been maliciously sent you here. I'm not sure if there's any questions you have for her, or anything you want to talk about.
Honestly, God, just a general question. Like, how old actually are you and Simon? Actually, how old are you two?
She'll say, well, I am technically 39. I'll be turning 40 this. Simon over there, honestly, I think I said 43. God, I need to add their ages on the fucking Kanka. I'll forget otherwise. But yeah, she is definitely middle-aged. Like it.
God bless modern medicine and family nepotism.
Listen, you also have the serum. You'll also live for fucking centuries if you just keep taking it.
But my ears aren't pointy, and my hair ain't white.
Listen. They do a bit of custom gene editing, and the fucking 20 fucking 3rd century. What is that? Yes.
Why is 5% of the budget going to cosmetics?
Sir, it's vital. And you do realize how the God, when you learn how the upper management calls themselves.
Fucking hell, it's just...
when you'll see how the founding members of Palantir look. Like, holy shit, did they custom
Listen.
themselves?
Eve's just listen. I'm not sure if she wants to continue to talk, but Eve has more questions.
Yeah, no.
She will also ask. Also, Jack mentioned that apparently you were founded on a children's book. The name, at least, the naming conventions.
Well, it's not just a naming. I feel like our entire company mission is inspired from it. It's a wonderful tale where, you know, small people rise up against a terrible and evil Dark Lord. Beat him through, well, hope, strength of will.
As Eve will ask, weren't you guys a PMC?
Well,
PMCs usually work for either private corporations or they support military operations of large governments.
Our founding member did take government contracts in the beginning, had to get money somehow, but oh well, once our family gained rather a monopoly of state military, it turned into a more more like a peacekeeping force rather.
This evil goddamn not. Holy shit, now I see why Jack hates me. This is his girlfriend. Holy fuck.
And
Jack, I get it now.
after they uncovered multiversal tech, they were able to begin expanding, and well, a lot of modern day terminology here came from that era. I still think we're in the golden days. I think the company has been growing nice and steadily, and well, our outreach has been getting better and better. And listen, maybe our origins are as a paramilitary group, but now we do humanitarian aid. We send out doctors, engineers, we have scientists, we help out people with all sorts of research projects. We uplift many planets across the multiverse. I think we've outgrown our rather brutal past.
He's just. Just most people who want to be. Actually, if you don't mind me asking, actually, I know one of you will mind me asking. How did you get together?
Well, was on our third mission, I think. Well, we had to assist the town that was being kept under siege. So, well, you know, 3 months and well, confined spaces, nothing much to do. Talk around with the hot guy, and you know, you get to talking. Probably looks a bit embarrassed.
Who looks embarrassed? She
I
or
mean,
him?
or at
Both.
this point, yeah.
Uh,
He seems a bit amused at her embarrassment. As she like pauses for a bit, he'll say, "It was winter, and the heating went off." She's like,
I had to cuddle. I had to cuddle for warmth.
"Well, it was the practical thing to do. Don't you look at me like that." Jack will shrug and say, well, you know me, a walking HR violation. Ah, screw you.
You know, you two are the perfect fit.
Phil smiles, says, "Thank you."
Seems like the right people found each other under great circumstances.
Nods. It is a bit of a forbidden love kind of story, isn't it? So he'll be like, yeah, if they found out about us, I don't think the board would be too happy, and I think your family would lose their shit.
Is the for regulation, or was the regulation pride thing, or a mix of both? General cultural thing?
Shul Shrug says, well, technically, peers aren't allowed to sleep with people underneath them, but technically work different departments. So, while ethically questionable, not technically legal, my family, listen, they're prideful about many things, but fuck if I'm doing arranged marriages. They tried to marry me to a fucking cyborg once. Holy shit. I think I was almost blew a lid. Jack will say... Sorry, what did you say?
Understandable.
Jack will say, that's how Nox and Palantir never gotten along. Not marrying a fucking cyborg, I'm sorry. It's more metal than flesh, then no thank you. Find a robot wife or whatever the fuck. Plug their cables together.
She also kind of look at the fucking. She mentioned arranged marriages. You kind of sound like nobility.
Well, not technically that. They lack certain legal frameworks. It's not technically an above board thing, but which is why they can't really force you into it, right? But they can try and put pressure on you to be like, hey, listen, this will be good for your career advancement, and you could diversify your portfolio, and probably convince them or like swindle them or whatever the fuck. I told them I need the fucking help, and I'll find just on my own. Jack will say, fucking arranged marriages.
I see people not along with Jack.
Listen, you can call it whatever you want. I didn't do it, and I'm proof that it's not enforceable.
She'll ask, how is it only your family thing, or how common is it in the rest of the organization? I think for you it might have been your blessed by blood. See what you're saying. Nepotism does wrong strong, I suppose.
Well, it is a frequent accusation. I keep hearing that Palantir has a lot of nepotism issues. I assure you, it's not as bad, and internal affairs always combats it whenever it find such issues by either reorganizing or demoting people so that they're on the same rank and they can't really benefit from that relationship.
She'll ask, hold on. The deal against nepotism is just like a small demotion?
Well, I mean,
not sure.
if both of you are field agents, then it's not like you can benefit from the relationship.
She was... Oh, let's see. I see. She looked at Jack. Holy fuck, I get it now. You'll fucking mention it out loud. I mean, even if you're demoted. I'll not type in chat actually. I'll voice the thoughts out loud, unlike other people. I mean, even if you get demoted, you still I assume, keep your connections and information networks, though.
I suppose that's a fair criticism, but Well, you know how rare people who can traverse the multiverse are. It's not like you just... and Jack will cut her off. Send two to die off on a far-out world. That will never happen. Kind of crosses her arms, kind of frowning. That'd be absurd. Sacrificing two valuable agents? Never happens. Alright. Maybe Palantir is not the perfect organization. I admit there's plenty of flaws. We can poking at them, but unlike Jack here, I prefer to address them, you know, from the inside and tackle things where I can, and my position allows me quite a large authority over my section, and I'm proud to say that my growth and projected growth is always amongst the best, even under their circumstances. So I'm, you know, I like to lead by example, show them that it can be done, and they don't need to resort to weird shit fucking deals to achieve their targets.
So you're saying you could do some change or could move things along?
Oh, absolutely. I have the ability to push things around, especially if it's within company regulations. I have become quite accustomed to wielding them properly.
So if I would have a request of something that might sound absurd, you would take it into consideration?
She'll smile and nod.
She's gonna look at Jack and smile. That. Great. Yes. Think we need to talk later.
Jack's gonna just kind of frown at you. She also kind of like raises an eyebrow, but like smirks, says, "All right. I like these people more and more."
As yes, Eve was done with Pontic's question. Yeah, Eve is also understands as I actually know the I'm not like Eve's a very direct person. Just to know over, maybe be careful with using her family connection as much as possible. I'm not sure how much liberty you have. I don't think it's unlimited considering your family is big.
Sort of waves off, says, "Don't worry. This place, you know, they call it the Black Death. It's because nobody wants to touch it. So it's sort of like in a no man's land right now, where like no supervisor has taken accountability for it, because it would just kind of like tank your growth projections, presumably your actual growth as well. So luckily, there's nothing stopping me from diverting funds. But it's well, it has its limits, because if I do it too much, it will actually tank my own statistics.
She'll look towards Nova. Maybe let's be a bit careful with that. Unless you want to call on actually two Dunedain squads, which I think will kind of burst the budget.
Keep it in mind. I'll keep it in mind. But we can do it slowly and steadily.
Listen, first thing I'll do when I get back, I'll check in with the medical legal team, and we'll figure out those life insurances. Because while Jack may be stubborn, I assume you two didn't punch Simon in the face.
Eve will shake her head.
Lovely. Then there's no HR violations that you need to apologize for, that you're refusing to apologize for. As she like looks at him condemningly, turns back to you. So I'll be able to shape them up in no time.
She will not just to be careful though with you're a bit more. You're a very optimistic person, and I think that's a good trait. But there's definitely, even you have to admit, there's definitely something fishy going on here.
Be that as it may, my family would never take action against one of their own. Trust me, I've stepped on Simon's shoes 2 more times in my life. First time, God, does have does have his little weird eccentricities, which I don't look into, so he allows mine. I don't question what he does in his off time, and he can't really question what I do in mine.
As evil, not just be careful. You seem to be definitely one of the good executives out there.
I think
think it'll
there's
be
plenty of people like me. It's just that they tend to be overlooked, overshadowed by the bad apples. You know, they stink. And they're much noticeable. Jack will say, "Oh, you know what they say about apples and patches." Kind of like, oh, listen, Jack, he's not. Okay. Sort of like chuckles, but then says, "Okay, let's." Has he told you why he's been actually like put here?
Disagreement, and you mentioned the punch in the face and refusal to apologize.
Yeah, but like the punch to the face was the cherry on top.
I assume what's the philosophical difference is apparently Simon is a expansionist.
He is a bit more well, normally at Palantir we listen, the company cares about growth and profit, but its members, as you can see, are allowed certain sort of leeway to pursue whatever life they have outside of work. Work-life balance is very important after all. Problem is, Jack here broke regulations and started doing his own little investigation on my brother's personal life. And, well, he came up with some rather big claims that he had no proof of, and, well, slander is taken quite seriously because reputation is quite important. Rolls his eyes. I'm sorry, you just didn't have any proof. I couldn't do anything to help you.
Out of curiosity, what are those accusations? Alleged accusations. What are those alleged rumors?
Allegedly, Simon is supporting certain radical regimes across certain timelines, and well, Jack here accused him of building his own little small empire spanning 1 or 2 timelines. Which, in my opinion, is not like. I'll be honest, it's not good, but I've heard of like war scandals. Like, do you have Nazis where you come from?
I see you just fucking wide eyes open. I heard about them in history, but is he helping Nazis?
Trying to build a little actual fucking fascist space empire or some shit.
As Evil will try to recompose herself, after shaking her face a bit.
Goes to low level worlds, low level timelines, provides them miracle fucking tech, helps them conquer Earth, and then well, they proclaim him God Emperor or whatever the fuck.
As Eve will actually like ask, is this a professional thing or just to stroke his ego? I've heard about companies.
Beth will say, "No, cut you off." And like, I assure there's nothing on company records that even be endorsed. If this actually was happening, even in off hours, wouldn't be accepted in the company, much less on company time and money. My brother, I will assure you, while he has certain quirks, is still a highly competent field agent, maybe one of the best, and his impressive resume can be seen by anyone. It has earned him a lot of good reputation. So even if he was creating his own little cult off company time and not abusing any company resources to do it, it's not something that I can technically punish, even in an official investigation. Which is why this brings to the second problem. Not only did Jack do an illegal investigation on the guy, which, I mean, is not enforceable regardless. The reason he was, this is the sort of things you have to do to be sent to a death world and your life insurance turned off and be completely abandoned. He may have, well, not may have, he did in fact expend company resources on helping counterinsurgents or something. He gave individuals on one of those timelines a large amount of, well, Uromantium, and you both know that that is one of the rarest metals in the multiverse. Like, that is in fact such a like a the way. Actually, give me a no roll if you even like did your research.
Eve is a studious individual. Let's see here. Apparently not. Let me do it no more reroll. Let me do it now.
There you go. So yeah, you both know that Duromantium is more or less a miracle metal. The way it sort of forms is it's very rift dependent. So you can only harvest it next to rifts and in like small fucking quantities. But the things you can build from it, weapons, armor, like any gadget or gizmo, it has some insane physical properties. And well, for reference point, if you kind of like went to 19th century fucking Earth and gave someone 10 kilograms of Duramantium, you would ensure that country basically has world domination in the upcoming wars if they use it to build like super weapons. Because you can take the raw ore and turn it into alloys and make like fucking literally anything. Super weapons, mech suits, power armor. You can make your fucking spaceships out of it. You can make generators that get infinite power. Because what the metal does, it basically takes kinetic energy and converts it, and can be converted into raw energy at an increased amount. So it basically breaks thermodynamics and allows you to like generate them. Like you can use it to fucking make power generators out of it. Like it's actually
Fallout
insane.
4 fusion engines.
It's it does just basically break all known laws of physics.
Destroys economics.
But it's super rare, and like the only places you can find it is as sort of a byproduct of rifts. And even then, it's like, let's say you can go to a rift, and 1 out of 10 rifts will give you 1 gram of it. Like, it's very rare and hard to collect. Yeah, no. Giving Palantir's fucking Duramantium to a bunch of Joe Schmoes because you have an issue with somebody building their own little empire against company regulations. She'll say, "Oh yes, he did drop a lot of it." Jack kind of like shrugs, says, "Well, I'm still not gonna apologize. And yes, here's the kicker. I could probably have had him reinstated for everything, have everything sort of just put under normal punishments and some sanctions and some community service. Fine, but without an actual official apology, it's all for mute. Which is why it shocks me that you two were here, because your fuck up, I don't think gets on this level."
Sure. No, fuck up was mostly mine. To be fair, it was a mostly poor performance on the job. Fucked up infiltration, but I'm supposed to speaking to Blackwell, but
I mean, we both fucked up. And I guess we're not worth the money.
That's
Keep
bullshit.
up.
So
no, oh, sorry.
I'll say that's bullshit. What field agents are called investments because you don't get return immediately. You a good CEO, a good manager, gonna know when to cut their losses, and it's definitely not after one fucking mission. I'll assure you of that.
As if will continue. Besides, people like us are rare. It's a complete and utter waste to kill us off. We could still been assigned to like a just interdimensional administration staff, like be facilitated between different foundry worlds or something else.
Shall kind of like, well, usually people with multiversal capabilities do get assigned field work. As listen, you'll know Eve that no, like the bureaucrats and like administrators
locals.
don't need to travel because they just need to be able to send a message across the multiverse. They don't need to actually physically go.
Oh, actually, a question. What Eve noticed?
Yes,
I'm not sure if you would.
You would know.
What about executives? Actually, are they multiverse or are they locals?
Depends. Not all of them. It really depends. But usually, people who get assigned field work are capable of travel. Not all execs are of the same branch, but some field agents do just get promoted. So some of them are just by that fact. But everyone that's like has multiversal capabilities of traveling gets put in the first role get assigned is as a field agent, and then you can work your way up.
To Dunedain you go. I guess you're a jarhead at least. At least we can use it. Train use it. As you mentioned, I mean, even if at all, we could still potentially been retrained into soldiers and used as Dunedain, I guess. Still completed West.
She nods and says, "All right on that one as well."
I understand your feelings, Jack. Actually, holy fuck, is he able to shake her head slightly?
Listen, he has his own perspective, and I'm not saying it's completely wrong, but I like to be a bit more pragmatic about things. And like I said, I can help a lot of people from my position. It's just, yes, unfortunately, due to certain, I think, positive rules, a lot of, well, it's a normal question. Are you gonna let an innocent get punished? Are you gonna let 10 evildoers get free? No. It is what it is. I think these laws and regulations have served us well up until now, and while certain amendments can still be made, I don't think we're an evil organization as Jack portrays.
But if we would make it out of here, and we get back, what stops Simon from getting us removed? Again.
Simple. I'll have you assigned underneath my branch.
I mean, that's great and all, but if we would not have met you, we would just.
Fair point. Guess you two are just lucky to have met me then. Listen, like certain things, I don't believe in accidents.
So I'm not about to look a gifted horse in the mouth, and I think worrying about what ifs is kind of pointless.
See, Jack over there is a faithless man, but I believe we all serve our purpose and, well, things, while sometimes bleak, to even evil has a purpose in our lives. Even if we don't understand it fully.
Are you just optimistic, or is this just actually just believe in faith?
I do. I believe God, or whatever you want to call it, looking out for us and is guiding us for a better future. Not just us as in you and me, but us as in everyone as a whole.
See if we just slowly nod. I suppose it's good that there's a few optimists out there.
Still kind of like chuckle and say, I think if we all look at our history, I think we can see a pattern, and I think things are moving in a direction I like, and I don't think that's a coincidence. And I'll be honest, take any point in the timeline and people will say it was bleak. Look at the whole thing and you realize that, well, it all wasn't just for nothing. All of people's efforts and struggles do lead to a better world.
Even though she will ask, even though I do have a question, what about things like Time Lords and things that are truly unkillable cosmic forces?
Well, I've never encountered a Time Lord. I have read some rather terrifying stories of them, but you know, I always thought that probably they have a purpose as well. Just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Not one of my areas of expertise, I'll admit. But when, let's say you have a rose bush, you have a garden. Sometimes you have to prune the rose bush, prevent it from dying. I don't think the rose bush understands when you cut off a branch. But you do it to keep it alive nonetheless. And if it was left unattended, it would suffocate itself. Sometimes acts that seem evil to us, the grand scale of things that we can't perceive, beneficial. And I do think they are beneficial.
As the ace just looks between those two, I do wonder how you two are still together.
She'll kind of like chuckle a bit. Well, just because we disagree on things doesn't mean we don't care for one another.
I guess opposites to attract. I suppose that.
What about you two? You spiritual people?
Eve will shake her head. If my belief is either there is no God out there, or if there is, he's either ambivalent or might even be somewhat sadistic and cruel.
She kind of turns to you, Nova.
I mean, I am not sure. I think there's someone watching us, but I'm not sure if it's good or bad or sees the best in all of us.
Nods. Can understand your beliefs. Important thing is, while sometimes I do think about this a lot, I think at the end of the day, the important thing is that we do our best, try to do our best, and strive to leave the world a better place than we found it.
Listen, Eve, that's not long of that. That I completely full-heartedly agree.
Yeah, listen, the night will sort of move on. She's gonna like huddle up to him, eventually drift off to sleep unless there's anything else you want to do.
Nah, let's not talk to Jack afterwards. I don't want to ruin this night for them. Let them be.
As they'll sort of go a bit away to kind of be in the privacy of their own company.